मीडिया का स्वागत है यहाँ आज हैदराबाद में। मेरे साथ हमारे जो किसान कांग्रेस के चेयरमैन हैं मिस्टर अन्वेश रेड्डी जी, मिस्टर कौंडना रेड्डी जी जो हमारे बहुत सीनियर लीडर हैं किसान कांग्रेस के और वाइस चेयरमैन हैं, अखिलेश शुक्ला जी और हमारे पार्टी के और वरिष्ठ नेतागण। The first thing that I want to say, I want to offer my heartfelt sympathies and condolences with the flood affected of Telangana state. More than 60 people have died during the current flood situation in the state. There is a massive loss to the crops in the state. There is a massive loss to the livestock in the state. Property and homes have been damaged. But unfortunately, the kind of support and help that the government should have been offering here to the farmers and farm laborers and the poor people, they have not been able to get that support from the Telangana government. So what we are here to initially, we are here to demand on behalf of the Indian National Congress Party, being the chairman of the Kisan Congress of the country, I am here to demand a compensation of at least 20,000 rupees per acre for the loss of paddy crop due to flooding. Similarly, 50,000 rupees per acre for cotton and 10,000 rupees per acre for all other crops that have been damaged because of floods in Telangana state. Rupees 50,000 per acre should be given for immediate removal of sand and leveling of cultivable crops. जो silt इकट्ठी हो गई because of the floods, जो fields destroy होगी farmers की, उसको हम चाहते हैं कि कम से कम जो government है वो 50,000 rupees per acre दे, so that they can make their land ready for the next crops. Likewise, जिनके घर खराब हो गए हैं पूरे completely, they have been like washed away, damaged 100%. A minimum of 5 lakh rupees grant should be given to every farmer or farm laborer of Telangana state whose homes have been destroyed by the floods. Similarly, 1 lakh rupees for partially damaged properties, their homes. Likewise, we demand that those who have lost their lives in these floods, सबसे ज़्यादा precious human life है और 60 लोग तेलंगाना स्टेट के फ्लडिंग में मारे जा चुके हैं। इसमें हम डिमांड करेंगे कि कम से कम 10 लाख रुपया compensation to the family of the victim who have been killed in the floods and one government job on compassionate grounds to the survivor or the member of the victim who has lost his life. And similarly, even livestock, there's a massive loss. The livestock cannot speak for themselves. We, the Indian National Congress, we demand at least a compensation of 65,000 rupees per animal so that the farmers and the laborers who, look after their animal and livestock, they are compensated effectively. Another thing that the TRS government out here has been promising to waive off loans to the extent of 1 lakh rupees per farmer, farm household. They keep this, they claim to keep the allocation in every budget, but they have not waived off rupees 1 lakh loan of the farmers, despite making promises again and again, and they have broken, they have in a manner cheated the farmers of Telangana state. Having said this about Telangana, I would also say that where I come from, Punjab, is also facing similar flood situation. Mostly the flood situations are man-made errors. Like in Punjab, suppose if the government had there's a very simple word, precaution is better than cure. In Punjab, what we lost was that our loss is much more than Telangana state. It's like minimum 10,000 crore rupees loss of crops, property damaged. 40 people have lost their lives in Punjab as well. The problem there is that the governments are supposed to ensure that all the river embankments that we have, they are maintained annually, they are strengthened annually, and for that in Punjab, a state like Punjab, all we need is about 700 crore rupees annually for maintenance of our river banks. But the government did not do that. The Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab did not even hold a review meeting prior to the monsoon season. As a result, our rivers, there were at least 100 breaches in the state. And once the river water flows out in the fields, the damage is like immense and it is colossal. So the government, had they spent 700 crore rupees on flood control, everything could have been prevented. I really don't know the situation in Telangana, the real cause of flooding, because in Punjab it is breaches of the rivers that cause the floods. But you know, governments are spending tons of money on the advertisements. You will see all these political lead parties, governments, like in Punjab, government is spending 750 crores on advertisement, publicity in other states, television, media, print, but won't spend 700 crores on prevention of floods. Having said all this, I would also say that the BJP government at the center is completely discriminating against the farmers of this country. The last budget of India is approximately 45 lakh crore rupees. Out of this massive budget of India for development purposes, agriculture sector has been allocated only 2.8%, less than 3% budget allocation in India for the farmers. We can't, with this meager amount, we can never go in for research into agriculture sector. We cannot have storage facilities. You cannot have marketing facilities. My friends are telling me out here that the purchase centers are normally at the mandal level. While in Punjab, we have a purchase center literally in every second village of the state. And out here in the MSP, the purchaser, the local trader, the rice miller, or the commission agent is taking away 10 kgs of the cut from one bag, which means 10% of the MSP is being cheated by these people. Why should all this be allowed? Because the government is not interested in the welfare or the interest of the farmer. They have no money to spend on the farming agriculture sector, although 65% of this country's population lives in villages. They are dependent on agriculture. But the allocation of budget is only 3%. One airport, which is made in the country, the kind of money that is spent on one airport can help save crores of farming families. And farmers, because of this apathy, because of this discrimination, farmers are forced to commit suicide. Every day, more than 30 farmers are committing suicides in India. All the farmers are heavily indebted because of the unfair pricing of crops. And on top of that, this BJP government, the promises that it made to the SKM, the farmers' agitation in Delhi before last year, they have not fulfilled those promises. In fact, they have cheated the farmers, given them written assurances that we will not implement these black laws, 3 black laws. We will not implement the Electricity Amendment Bill 2022. But they brought the bill also, and they have cheated the farmers, the agitation, the leaders, the SKM, the farmers of this country on this. The first thing is that the destiny of the farmers and the farm laborers of this country lies in the hands of BJP, the ruling elite of this country, who have no connection with the agriculture sector. Most of their leaders, 80-90% leaders of the BJP, are either traders or businessmen or corporate people. They have no interest for the farmers. That's why the allocation of budget is so low out here. And also, I'm sad to say that the pricing of the crops, the policies of the farmers, the issue of subsidies to the farmers is being discussed, debated in air-conditioned rooms of Delhi by bureaucrats and babus who have no knowledge about this agriculture sector. The committee to review MSP structure in the country, the one that was promised to the SKM leaders, when it was set up, it is being headed by one retired bureaucrat, some IAS officer, Mr. Agarwal, if I'm not wrong with his name. He's heading that committee. What would Mr. Agarwal or a retired bureaucrat Babu know the hardships of labor or laborers and farmers of Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh? So this is the sad part of it. I, as chairman of the International Congress Farmers Wing, I am going to request my party in the next 2024 manifesto, we've got to have very concrete proposals for the farmers to ensure MSP for their crops, to ensure proper crop insurance scheme. Like I was told by Mr. Reddy that this Kisan Bima Yojana of the Prime Minister, not one farmer has been able to avail that Yojana in Telangana. And it's a scandalous scam, huge, because everything is being outsourced to companies, private companies. Big corporate people like Adanis and Ambanis are ruling the roost of over agriculture sector. I was told that the revenue record system, which is in shambles in Telangana, has been outsourced to one private firm. They have no business in the agriculture sector. So we are going to ensure in the 2024 that the farmers get fair prices for their crops in accordance with the Swaminathan Committee recommendations, the C2 plus 50% formula, so that they can make their lives better. They should have proper crop insurance. We need to strengthen the storage facilities to a great extent, so that they are not exploited. Like, for example, farmers they really work hard to produce their small crops, whether it is onions or potatoes or tomatoes, but they are selling it at a throwaway price. In Punjab, sometimes farmers unload their potato, throw it on the roads, because it is such a humiliating price. They get like 2 to 3 rupees per kg. But the moment it reaches the shelf and the trader and the businessman, the prices are skyrocketing. Look at the price of tomatoes in the market today, 250 rupees per kg. What is the farmer getting out of? So there is a massive exploitation in the marketing system of this country that needs to be plugged. The major portion of the income must go to the stakeholder farmer and not to the trader or the commission agent or the middleman or the businessman. And lastly, the Congress stands for the farmers and farm laborers of this country. We will also debate as to how much loan of the farmers can be written off. And I'm very sure that there is scope for writing off the loans of the farmers, because the BJP government, during the last 5 years of its tenure, has written off 10 lakh crore rupees of the corporates' bad debts. Few dozen companies, maybe 100 odd companies, have availed the debt waiver of 10 lakh crore rupees, whereas farmers continue to commit suicides. In Punjab, the entire debt of the farmers of Punjab is 1 lakh crore rupees, 1/10 of what Mr. Modi has waived off for the big corporates. And this farmers' loans are smaller in nature, 3 lakh, 5 lakh, 7 lakh, 10 lakhs. If the Congress party is going to discuss and properly go in for a loan waiver which is practical in nature and should reach the farmers, the smaller and marginal farmers of this country. So this is what I had to say today to the media in Hyderabad. I'm very grateful to all of you. Thank you so much.